Giga Metals has as its core asset the Turnagain project, which is in north central British Columbia. Turnagain is an enormous, low-grade, open-pittable nickel and cobalt sulfide deposit. We've got an enormous resource that's defined by 204 drill holes, and we're right now advancing the project towards pre-feasibility. I got involved with Giga Metals in 2004, and that was in the last market cycle, of course. So we caught the wave of commodity prices at the time, raised a lot of money, and did a lot of drilling, metallurgy, and engineering. This culminated in a preliminary economic assessment published in December of 2011. At the time we published, nickel was at $11 a pound, and the economics looked very robust. However, nickel proceeded to slide to $4 a pound, and our project became an out-of-the-money asset. So we basically just decided to shut down the spending, hang on to our asset, hang on to our listing, and wait out the bear market. And we managed to do that, but the bear market lasted longer than anybody thought, and we barely squeaked through. However, last summer we got discovered by a billionaire investor who was looking for exactly what we've got. He was looking for an enormous marginal nickel cobalt deposit because he's a big believer in electric vehicles and the whole battery supply chain for electric vehicles. So with his help, we started doing funding. We did a series of private placements at ever higher prices. And we've recently closed a transformative transaction, which is we sold a 2% NSR for $1 million US in cash and 1.125 million shares of Cobalt 27, symbol KBLT. And this transaction was done at, it was at the time we did it, was more than the market cap of our company. So truly transformative. We now have at least 2 years of funding going forward. It'll take us to pre-feasibility and beyond. Well, what it's meant for us is that our project has very much come back to life. It's new fundamentals for the nickel market because it's a new use. The thing that's driving nickel prices right now, and this is interesting, I think, is primarily stainless steel. Stainless steel is more than 70% of the demand for nickel. And so most of the price rises recently in nickel are driven by stainless. However, battery materials are just getting started. And if you look forward at different scenarios of electric vehicle adoption, and you look at the supply chain, nickel appears to be coming in shortage early in the 2020s. This battery phenomenon, this electric vehicle phenomenon, is a fundamental shift in the nickel market. And it's particular to Class 1 nickel. So more than half of nickel production in the world is of Class 2 nickel, which is various types of ferronickel, only suitable for the stainless steel market. If you want to put nickel into batteries, it has to be Class 1 nickel, in other words, nickel that can easily and economically be upgraded to 99.8% purity and better. That's what we've got. We currently have 2 drills turning. We're doing some infill drilling on our property to support advancing the engineering to the pre-feasibility stage. We will also be doing some metallurgical drilling. We've got a robust metallurgical program underway right now. and we'll be doing some geotechnical drilling as well. But also, we're going to do some exploration drilling. We've never found the roots of this ultramafic system because the bottom of the system was faulted off and transported somewhere. We've got a large property and we've got 4 or 5 really good looking magnetic anomalies, large magnetic anomalies that could be the roots of the system or not. They're blind targets. They don't outcrop at surface. We don't have an explanation for the magnetic signature. So we're going to drill all of our targets this year. And if we can find the roots of the system, that would be of particular interest because that's where, the feeder zones is where you get high-grade sulfides. You get massive sulfides with high grades of nickel and cobalt. So if we could hit that, it would transform the project once again. Our goals are to take this project to shovel ready by 2021. That's an ambitious goal. I think we can make it on an engineering basis for sure. So first of all, pre-feasibility next year, followed by full feasibility. But shovel ready means you've got permits to build a mine. And that will be the challenging part. We're in Canada. And we think we can get our environmental assessment done and permits ready by 2021, but that is the challenging area. Well, by maintaining our listing through the downturn, we were positioned to immediately raise capital as soon as the market came back. And we did. And that capital is, of course, what we need to advance our project.